Balance 7707 here, bringing you another video. Alright, this is my completely automated wheat farm. As with wheat, any farm would require replanting. There's nothing really I can do about not replanting. So, the way this system works is, roughly every 2.5 hours, it becomes primed. And I'll explain what I mean by that here in a minute. So when the system is primed, you stand on this pressure plate. These 4 pistons open up, allowing water to come down, pushing your wheat and seeds through down to this point where you would then walk to and collect your bounty. So, as you can see, I'm standing on it, nothing is happening. Right now the system is not primed. Alrighty, right here is just some lights. Click the switch, lava comes down. It's a little bit of extra light for the front area here. Alright, let's go to the top. This first part is the lights. The second part is what we're interested in. So, the pressure plate comes up, is attached to the first part of this AND gate. The AND gate is then inverted. That way the pistons stay open. Over here we have our punch card array, just like shown in my previous video, showing the concept. It's just basically a delay machine. I don't know what you would call it exactly, but this one here takes about every 2.5 hours. This would do one complete cycle, powering it, coming up through here, and then setting this RS NOR latch. And that's what I was talking about, the system being primed. Right now the RS NOR latch, this is the output that I'm concerned with, so right now it is off, it is not primed. Real quick, let's force prime it. So that basically just pretends that the clock cycled enough and the current came up and set itself. Here we have a delay, and what this does, I wonder, can I do that? That should be able to work. I know this is actually take 2. The previous one the delay wasn't long enough, so maybe one more will cause it to be long enough. But this delays it, and what it does is it comes around after it's opened the pistons, and it comes around, goes through all the delays, and then resets the RS NOR latch so the pistons close itself. And then the clock will reprime it. You stand on the pressure plate and do the whole process over again. Alright, so now that it's primed, let's go show it. Let's go show an operation. So this time, when I stand on the pressure plate, water is going to flow down, causing the harvest to happen. Sometimes there are a few pieces that jump up. I guess you can increase the floor. I'm sorry, increase the walls over here to stop that from happening. I wasn't too worried about it. Now you can go ahead and pick up your materials, and just like before, it hasn't reprimed itself, so after you go and replant, you can't. I still need to make that delay longer. So that way, after you get done replanting, you can't accidentally knock your wheat down. You can't actually get rid of your seeds or ungrown wheat. You have to wait for that 2.5 hour delay before you can harvest. That way, in case the whole reason why I set it up that way is because the way I had it before is it was completely automated. It would send water down every 2.5 hours. But I thought to myself, what if I'm not here? And it goes into its harvest mode. It's going to cause all the material to sit right here, and Minecraft leaves objects like so, broken objects they last for about 5 minutes. So after that time they disappear, and that wouldn't be good because that kind of defeats the whole purpose. I'm not getting the material I'm trying to get. So I wanted to set it up to where it only harvested itself when you actually physically were here. So you're here, you come in. If you came in and you stepped on the pressure plate and the harvest mode activated, it was ready to harvest. If it didn't, you can just take off and it's not ready for you. I guess we can go take a look at the punch card. There's one thing I wanted to show you guys. This right here isn't really necessary any longer. Before I built all this, before I built all that up there, it caused this inhibitor to leave the water open for 12 seconds, and then it would shut the water off. But that's not good, because then I can't be around to collect the materials. So I just haven't picked it up yet. It functions properly without any problems it being here. So it roughly takes about 16 minutes, 16 and a half minutes, 17 minutes, somewhere in there. I was using a stopwatch to calculate it, so I mean, it wasn't completely accurate, but it takes about that amount of time for this red block to do one complete cycle and be put back in its original position. I'm sorry. It takes about 16 and a half minutes for this square to move one position. So it takes roughly 2.5 hours for it to move completely around and be put back in its original position. So you have this array of punch cards here. All the way at the beginning, you have your 4 output piston clock driving the whole thing. This one's currently off. I actually figured out a way to turn them on and off. You can connect a lever to one of the torches here, it can be any of them, allowing you to turn one of them off, which will stop the block in its tracks, only to be restarted when you flip the lever again. This is good because when you quit and save the level and then you come back and reload it, it glitches and it will be in an off state where the block isn't rotating around like it's supposed to, but one of these repeaters is on, and it's just a glitch that happens when you save. So in order to combat that, you have the off switch. So you can turn it on. It's definitely quite noisy. So, because of the noise, it's a good idea that you put this far away. It just ended up working out that way, that so you're all the way over in your harvest section, you don't have to listen to this all the whole time. Oh well, there you have it. This is the completely automated wheat farm. This is actually the first version from the previous video. If you were to put the bamboo or sugarcane, it looks like bamboo with one of my other texture packs, so that's why I call it bamboo. But the sugarcane, if you were to put that in there and set it up to where the source block wasn't destroyed, then you would have a completely automated farm that doesn't require replanting. Alrighty, well, it's nighttime, so it's quiet. I am making a video and you are interrupting me. Don't they know that I'm in the middle of recording and it's just rude that they're walking around talking? Anyway, we'll go ahead and end the video here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helps you out and you guys will be able to implement this in new and greater ways.